Detta har hänt hittills.
Vi flög till Dallas. Där hyrde vi en husbil och så började vi köra. Vi körde en sväng via Oklahoma där vi träffade en sheriff som vi intervjuade. Sen körde vi vidare genom Amarillo och till Las Vegas i New Mexico.
Det hände inte så mycket innan vi var i Santa Fe där vi träffade en cowboy som har levt så i 2000 år.
Nej, inte 2000 år.
Nej, 2000 kilometer.
Efter Santa Fe körde vi norrut mot Colorado.
Där kom vi till en liten by som heter Colorado City. Där träffade vi en massa lokala människor och hängde på en bar genom hela natten. Sen nästa dag förde ägaren Larry oss upp i bergen för att få se på ett slott som har byggts för hand av en kar i 35 år. Efter det får vi upp till Wyoming.
Och vi såg en massa fina landskap och så körde vi till Yellowstone National Park. Janne fick någon konstig flugspindel in i sin näsa så han måste få till sjukhuset.
Och sen kom vi till Deadwood. Och där är vi ungefär just nu, bland spöken och horor i Deadwood.
This building, this part has been around since I think it says on the front, 1878 or 77, okay? This is the window that Meg jumped out of.
Willie, did you listen to these stories here? Now, she's met May. She's one of the prostitute women.
Okay, this is the room that Meg had.
Okay.
Now if you just want to sort of relax, close your eyes, and just feel across the wall over here. There's a very mad, I'll say mad, spirit. So we're not going to go over there because I don't want anybody to get hurt.
So there's a spirit who can get people hurt?
Oh yes, you go through.
Why do you think that there are spirits that are so angry, you know?
Well, this used to be a bordello.
Yeah, but...
Men would come like you,
Yeah.
fresh from other countries, and they would meet these women that would please them, would do whatever they wanted, and they would fall in love with them. But then there would be another gentleman. Now these women were prostitutes.
Yeah.
They made their money by pleasing men.
Yes.
Not just one man, but several men.
Yeah.
So when one fellow fell in love, another would be upstairs.
Yeah.
That's one thing that happened. Gentleman was deeply in love with this one woman. She was with another man upstairs here. And the young man went up with his guns, shot her, shot the man he was with, went to put his gun back in his holster, or back, shot himself in the groin and bled to death. She wants things to be better. She wants things to be rebuilt. She wants, the good,
Because I'm not a ghost knower in that sense. Is it like, do you think that one day May will be harmonic enough to move away from this?
It's totally up to her. Okay, what we'll do is
If we just,
How are you doing?
I think there was somebody walking there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you probably felt something.
Can she go with you?
Where?
Do you understand what I'm asking? Do you really understand what I'm asking? Can she go with you? That means she will be with you, protecting you protecting her for the rest of your life until you cross over. I have to cut off now. I'm sorry.
Vilken kväll!
Ja, ganska häftiga grejer.
Mitt ibland dödade
Prostituerade.
i Deadwood. Spökligt värre.
Ja.
Hon visste nog vad hon snackade om, den där tanten.
Jag har upplevt den starkaste laddningen av andevärlden någonsin i mitt liv, kan jag säga.
Men om det är så liksom att där är en sån här osalig ande, vet du, som är jävligt störd och kommer inte över det, att han har skjutit skräpporna av sig själv på grund av att han var svartsjuk. Jo, så han är liksom oändligt störd liksom. Det är liksom svårt att reda upp.
Jag tror att den finska liksom bitterheten vi har att komma och bjuda på skulle kunna vara räddningen för, vet ni. Vi skulle kunna visa åt honom att hej, det där är standard, vet du.
Ja, beklä dig.
Ja, bete dig din jävel!
Vi måste nog smälta allt det här sen med några Budweisers.
Ja, så vi satt där på baren ganska länge. Och plötsligt... kommer du ihåg? Janne bara hade försvunnit.
Ingen visste var han var.
Ja, vi fick inte veta vad han hade varit förrän vi sen såg det här materialet.
Are you like a hunter?
I guess.
Have you been up in the woods
Oh yes.
with the guns?
Yes.
All of them?
Everyone.
Trying to catch what?
Squirrels. Most of the time.
What the
Pheasants.
fuck would you do with squirrels?
Nothing. Blow the shit out of them.
How do you know it's sawed off?
Because this is the barrel. I don't know. It's a shotgun.
You know, this is the Wild West today, you know, because in Finland nobody will have a set like that.
Wow. That's just a tiny set.
Oh, sorry. Are you going to the shower or something?
No.
No? I'm going to sleep. Yes. That's okay. But you can say hello to Marco and Ville.
Hello, Marco and Billy. Is that it?
Hoho,
Ja,
vad allt hade Janne samlat på sig i det här skedet?
Från början av resan. Skit på handen,
ja. Sen hade du den här...
en död hora i själen.
Och en spindel i halsen.
Men vi överlevde.
Vi överlevde Deadwood. Ja. Och så tog vi en liten roundtrip i Black Hills.
Welcome to Mystic Well River, where nobody gets out alive. Anymore.
Vad är det? Ren?
Yeah, I think it's a rain, yes. Have you ever smelled the flowers of death? Have you ever walked in the moonlight at Mystic River? Umba, 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 umba. Let's pump them up at Mystic River. Pumping the water of a Mystic River, making coffee out of the water from Mystic River. Pump the water of Mystic River. Yeah! Yeehaw, Marco! We are pumping the water of Mystic River.
Oh my god, it's the skeleton of Villehard.
Where is it? Mystic River!
I think I know you by now. Now that we come so far.
Vilka ställen, det är så sjukt!
Vad är så häftigt att få se?
Vem kommer på att hugga ut 5 presidenthuvuden i
en berg! Ja. Ja, eller en indian.
Ja, i ett berg.
Som red han inte på en häst.
Han red på en häst.
Ja, alltså det är så häftigt. Och så stora.
Jag säger only in America.
Yeah, I'm so proud of my country, I could eat a horse. Wendy.
Everyone's chasing the dreams.
Okej. Klockan är ungefär 3 på natten. Vi är mitt i Badlands i South Dakota och vi är helt skitskraja för vi är ensamma på en parkering.
Det är någon typ som har just kommit med bil hit och satt något runt midjan och gått dit ner. Och jag vet inte vad, ska han skjuta rattlesnakes eller bockarna?
Eller ska han skjuta oss?
Satans helvete! Vittu var jag lamporna!
Kolla dit vittu!
Jag skjuter!
Nej, så här var just när man fick se mig.
You
guys camp here last night?
Yeah, from the night. We came, I think, when was it?
5 in the morning or something.
You came in at 5 o'clock this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, I got some bad news for you.
We're from Finland.
We had no idea.
We had no idea. We're making a documentary. We were supposed to drive through the Badlands.
You making a documentary for what?
Yeah, we're making a documentary we're actors, and the documentary is gonna be about our road trip since we're doing research for a play. So it's research. There's my driver's license.
Vi överlevde den galna skjutaren.
Men så blev vi väckta istället av den lite så här tjockispolis. Man får liksom inte övernatta på parkeringsplatser i en nationalpark i USA.
Efter en sån här fet böteslapp så tänkte vi nog att det är nog bäst att suga musten ur Badlands.
Okej, vi har hittat den här moderna hästen som de kallar den här i Badlands. Vi tänkte vi skulle ta och pröva den.
Humble estate.
Humble estate, yes, exactly.
We call ourselves Lakota. French called us Nadasu, sneaky snakes.
Just told John before we came that it must have looked quite funny, you know, when all these native peoples were living the life here and suddenly these extremely pale guys come with big ships, jump with weird suits and wigs and whatever and start shooting at all. It must have been absurd, the whole situation. Yeah. You know, one thing that it was great was that we got the chance to see the Crazy Horse monument being done.
Nobody ever saw what it looked like.
No.
But the artist thinks so.
Yeah.
That he would put his face up there, but if you look at it, it doesn't look like me. It looks more like a white person with a big nose. And to the Lakotas again. That place is a sacred place. That whole Black Hills. Why would you put up 5 faces in Mount Rushmore that has killed our people? Because of treaty, they took our land, everything that belonged to us. What if I went to your cemetery, your grave, and you had a beautiful tombstone of your family, or your mother, or your father, and I went over there and put my face on there, carved my face on it. How would you feel?
My name is Dwayne Hollow Hornbear. I'm the descendant of the name Hollow Hornbear belongs to my great-grandfather, and it was his and his alone. But when they put us on the reservations here, they told Hollow Hornbear, you have to get with it and start living like the white man. We can't keep track of you, and every one of you has your own name.
Yeah.
So from this day on, like the white man, your son is a Hollow Hornbear. When he has children, his son will be a Hollow Hornbear, and so on and so forth. But I have my own Lakota name.
What is that?
Kankawakua, one who goes after the big one. Western civilization came to this continent with a way of life that was based on the theory of one Greek philosopher. This Greek philosopher takes a rock and he says, you see this rock? It's the lowest form of life because it does nothing. It just sits there. It's not even alive. And then he takes the plant. The plant is higher than the rock because it exists as the rock exists, but it has life because it has roots that go into the earth to draw nourishment. And then he takes the animal. The animal exists. The animal has life. But the animal has movement. It has legs. 4 legs, 100 legs, centipede, 6-legged spiders, whatever. But it can move about the earth. Has movement. Then he takes man. Man exists. Man has life. Man can move. But man has one thing more. The ability to reason. And he answers to no one but his God. And therefore he may dominate. When you look at native reservations across the country, what you are seeing for us here is 139 years of acculturation and assimilation. And this is what they brought to acculturate us, either that or to destroy us, to annihilate us completely. And this I found in my own studies from General Harney's letters to Congress, 43rd Congress. How did he word that? He says, if these native peoples fail to negotiate this last treaty with the U.S. government, the only ultimate decision I see is to exterminate them as human beings. So the United States Army, this U.S. government was willing to go that far. Our grandfathers understood this. They knew it. Let us lay down our arms. They will exterminate us all. We could not camp, settle anywhere long enough to do social ceremonies, let alone spiritual ceremonies. Every time the white men heard the drum, they're beating their war drums again. Get the army out there. And so we could do nothing but run, fight and run to protect our women and children. There's a lot of anger amongst our people. 139 years is just but a drop in a bucket of time. So it's going to take a while for that healing. But my people need to grieve, and they need to grieve properly. Too many, when I teach my classes, they become angry. They turn to denial. They turn to alcohol, drugs, suicide. We have had 18 suicides in 2008, and we're just now in August. We're just now in August. Our young people are committing suicide.
Within this community?
Yes.
The whole reservation?
Within our reservation here.
18.
18. That's way too high.
Yes.
That is much, much too high. In 1851, they made a first treaty with us, recognizing our boundaries. As a powerful nation, we controlled land in the states of what is states today in Minnesota, part of Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, northern part of Kansas, a part of Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. Now that is a huge piece of land that we controlled. And so they recognized our boundaries. They just wanted a rite of passage because on the West Coast they found this yellow ore that drives man crazy. He'll kill his own brother for it. Gold. And they wanted to get across. One of their wagon trains was coming through here in Nebraska. There was a Lakota village there with a chief by the name of Conquering Bear. There was a cow that was tied to the back of this wagon. It was jerking its head. It broke the tether, and it ran off and ran into this Lakota village. So the owner was notified, your cow ran into that Lakota village. He checked his livestock. Oh, I know which one you mean. That cow was going lame. It would never have made it to where we're going. So don't worry about it. And they rode on. So the Lakota are standing there saying, hey, mister, your cow. But they rode on. And there was hardly any buffalo. So the Lakota said, if he doesn't want the cow, let's have a feast. They butchered the cow. Word got back to the original owner down the road. He came back and he demanded his cow back after he didn't want it. He got the army involved. The army pushed a little too hard. A battle ensued. The Lakota wiped out that entire army companies that came up against us. Conquering Bear had gotten wounded in that battle. He died from his wounds. The next chief was Little Thunder. Harney came out and says, Little Thunder, you Lakota people, you Indians are giving the white people a hard time. They sent me out here, so you and I are going to have a fight. I want you to prepare for battle. Little Thunder pointed to his teepee pole and he says, you see, I have a white flag up there. You know what the white flag means. He says, I am at peace with the United States. I won't fight. Little Thunder, I did not come out here for nothing. You prepare yourself for battle. He went back to his command and told his dragoons, close the back door. If they run, we got them. At 5 o'clock in the morning, September 3rd, 1854, he attacked Little Thunder's camp under a white flag, massacring men, women, and children. Further search of the camp, they found a 4-year-old little boy still alive in the camp. That little boy grew up to become my great-grandfather, Chief Halloween Bear. How do you subjugate a powerful nation of people? You destroyed their way of life. And that was the buffalo. They killed the buffalo by the millions. You see the wind out there today and the buffalo grass as it was flowing. We looked out there and this was our richness, our homeland. When the white man looked out there, he saw dollar bills waving out there to him. They just took the hides and the tongues, leaving the bodies out there to rot. And they illegally took away the Black Hills in 1877. And they admitted that they took away this land illegally, but they said, but we compensated you.
Yeah,
with money.
Yeah.
We have not touched 1 cent of that money since that time. And it has multiplied. It's almost $1 trillion sitting in the bank. And you look at the poverty on the reservation saying, why don't you take the money? Look what you could do. No, we don't want the money. It's the longest court case history in American history. We won't give up. We tell the next generation, remember, the Black Hills are not for sale.
Tänk vilken tur vi har haft. Vi har liksom nog, det har nog natsat bra. Så nu inte tänkte jag någonsin att vi skulle stanna här i Mission, vet du. Nej. Men jag hade sån här skämt i mitt huvud att Mission, det är ju klart att vi stannar här liksom. Ja. Och sen så var det lite sådär, nästan lite motvilligt så frågade jag den där korntanten att det här att om det finns någon medicine man här när vi nu är ett indianreservat. Ja. Så badum, sa hon direkt att Dwayne's the right guy to talk.
Ja, det där är så mäktigt att the Black Hills will not be sold.
Ja, jag tycker det är någonting helt.
Och det är någonting som man inte, hur många triljoner dollar de än har på sitt konto.
Ja.
Jag tycker det är fint och det är strångt.
Ja, det är mäktigt.
Riding through the wasteland, through this heart of mine, scarred from a past long gone, but felt this free in a very long time. Gazing at the landscapes, never looked so fine. Breathing in the brand new life when my soul was free and the spirit is wide. Sunrise and I'm far away from home. I rode 1,000 miles, but I'd never be alone. I'm gonna ride through this heartland.
Ser du något när du kör?
Ser något?
Ja, ser du något?
Ser jag något?
Oh yes! Okej.
Kanske några morötter alltså. Det kan inte råka sig. Inte en enda gång.
Nu måste man ju vara lite stolt över oss när vi äter riktig mat nu. Baconinlindat kött.
Ja.
Ni vet att de lagar sådana kinkiga strings av karki som man får köpa. De borde laga sådana bacon. Fan vad gott alltså. Oho, sällan äter man sådär då.
Fan, var kommer alla de flugorna ifrån?
Jag tror att de har någonstans ett så här snuskobo som de förökar.
Alltså på riktigt, det kommer hela tiden fler och fler. Liksom man hackar 5 flugor per dag och ändå är lika många kvar.
I nästa avsnitt. Den som har jobb här har glömt att låsa dörren. Det går att duscha här nere.
Vanity, one's own purposes to gain for oneself.
It's called the priest and the sheriff.
I'm the commander now, so this is my seat.
Ge mig frimurarna.
I got stung by a bee, it was a stormy night. The trees were black and the moon was white. I lost my breath, I was about to faint. Along came a woman who looked like a saint. She had wings on her back and the wind in her hair. The sight for her eyes, she gave me a scare. She gave me a rock and she asked me to run. I had to find a way back